Welcome back to the Wednesday Night War. Now, this is a segment of the podcast where me and Primetime take over here and we talk about what happened between the battle of NXT and AEW this past week. So we got things to talk about where we had a North American Championship matchup for the NXT side, and then we had a AEW Championship on Contender side on AEW. Plus, we was on the Jericho Rockin' Cruise, baby.
Oh yeah, part two.
Yeah,
as they say.
Oh yeah, part two. So, we got to find a way on that cruise.
Oh yeah. See, I'm telling you, when tickets they on pre-sale, I'm gonna see what the tickets looking like. I'm gonna try my hardest to get one.
Yeah, I wonder where do they go?
You gotta go to like JerichoCruise.com.
No. I'm talking about like where does the cruise go? Like where's it leaving? Where does it go?
To the Bahamas.
Oh wow! So it leaves from like where to
Miami?
Miami goes to the Bahamas, and it comes back.
It's like a 5 or 6 day trip. So yeah, that's cool.
All right. You know,
that's so dope.
I like cruises now. My wife's scared of water. I'm scared of the air.
So I was like that the first after I got on. I was like, oh, it's cool. Oops. He was like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so she don't like the water. I don't like the air.
Understandable. And
I don't like the air. So we got to figure out something. Shit. All right. So first, start off with NXT. So we still got some dusty classic stuff going on here. So we got the Grizzled Young Veterans taking on the NXT Tag Team Champions Undisputed Era in the Dusty Classic semifinal. So obviously we know that Imperium and Undisputed Era got that rivalry coming up for Worlds Collide coming up, and this match was pretty decent. Like I said, I am not the biggest. I don't watch too much of Grizzled Young Vets.
They're nothing really special.
Yeah, so you know it really takes you out of it a little bit, but they pick up the win here over Undisputed Era, and obviously
I'm surprised that. Well, I know that Imperium came out to the little platform, but I'm still surprised that Grizzled Young Vets made it this far. So
yeah, you know it's funny. They came out to the platform and they just sitting there stoic with their hands behind their backs. I'm like, that's your distraction. Y'all
it's not even a distraction. They just came out to say, hey.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
we owe y'all.
Oh yeah, I mean, they look intimidating, but they ain't gonna distract me.
Yeah, but you know, Undisputed Era know they messed up. I think that's kind of what they was going for.
Yeah.
Like, we know we messed up. We know we attacked y'all. So at any moment now they can strike. So they just sitting there watching, like, yep.
You're right.
Any moment.
You know you fucked up. Then next up we have Toni Storm taking on Io Shirai.
Tony with the cakes by the pound.
Bruh, by the pound cake. I'm talking about something, man. I need a slice thick of this. Man, Toni Storm looking oh so great. And, you know, don't sleep on Io neither.
No, Io's good.
Listen, don't sleep on Io neither. But also, along with their looks, these women can brawl in the ring, get some good wrestling in. And,
yes, they can.
But unfortunately, the match is thrown out by disqualification. Well, Toni Storm gets win by disqualification because Bianca Belair comes out and just starts trashing the whole thing.
Yeah.
She starts.
I don't care about none of this.
Exactly. She starts beating up Toni Storm and then starts doing her taunts in the ring, and then all of a sudden, Rhea Ripley's music starts playing, and she comes down. They call her in the ring, but then Io comes out of nowhere and tosses Bianca outside the ring, and it does a moonsault on all of them.
And she did it in like a swift motion too.
Exactly. I mean, just something they can't do that. And then in the ring, Toni Storm holds the women's championship. You know, I'm calling it the women's championship, by the way.
Hey, all right. See how long that lasts.
Exactly. Holds the women's championship up in the air, and the crowd actually boos her. And
Rhea is just so over. It's like we love Toni, but Rhea is just over.
Exactly. I mean, like, so if we had to pick one, sorry, Toni, we going with Rhea. Next we have Finn Balor taking on Joaquin White. Is that the way you pronounce it?
Wild.
Wow, Joaquin.
Just call him DJZ. Just call him Zima Ion. Just.
Oh yeah, that's how it works. Didn't care too much for this match because I didn't know who Joaquin Wilde was.
You already know that Finn Balor just needed a victory.
Exactly, the build up for his match against Johnny Gargano and Takeover Portland. So, Finn Balor gets the win here. Although it is easy, so it doesn't, bring much to it. Returning last week at the Battle Royal with Shayna Baszler. And she was eliminated, surprisingly, by Shotzi Blackheart. So, now Shayna's like, well, I kind of made that woman's career. Because if it wasn't, falling on them stack of chairs at Evolve, it's going to be this. So, Shayna Baszler takes on Shotzi Blackheart. Pretty decent matchup. Shotzi Blackheart being the new NXT straight signing that they have signed. And like I said, I've seen her in Evolve and wrestling in Evolve, and she is just one crazy ass bitch.
Yeah.
She used to be worried about. I apologize, but she is one crazy woman.
I like every time I see her. Every time I see her, it's like a match where I know something bad can happen. I'm like, oh, she about to die.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's a fatal 4-way match, and she about to die. No disqualification. Oh, she about to die. I'm telling you.
Exactly. She just does some shit that's just outlandish. But Shayna Baszler, as Sasage's coming off the top rope, I forgot what moves she was trying to do. Shayna Baszler catches her in the Caribou to clutch, and
that's all she wrote.
You're right. That's all she know. And then she just passes out, and then Shayna Baszler picks up the win here. So that's getting Shayna Baszler some much needed heat going forward. Now it's time for the Broserweights. Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne take on Imperium in the Dusty semifinals to see who's going to go to the finals, which is weird because instead of having it at Worlds Collide, they're going to have it next week on NXT.
It would have made sense to have it on Worlds Collide because they both are,
And it's NXT.
NXT UK, yeah. But
versus UK, so that was they dropped the ball with that one.
I mean, they should have had them fight and have them win on Worlds Collide and have the title match be on NXT Portland.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
Obviously, not enough to book
fans
wrestling
at home that watch. So
exactly, not enough to book wrestling at home. Now this match was much better than the Undisputed Era and Grizzled Young Vets match that I seen earlier. A lot of back and forth action. Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne do work well together.
Yeah, they work well together.
Yeah, so the exact finish I am blanking on of who got the victory, but the Broserweights do win the matchup and beat Imperium to go into the finals.
And then the Grizzled Young Vets come out and they do like a promo battle. And,
oh yeah, they do.
And who said? One of them said, "Yeah, Matt Riddle, you like to sit here, you like to do your moves, you like to manipulate a joint." And then Matt Riddle was like, "Oh, you said joint? I just stopped listening to started daydreaming, bro." It was like they won't.
Huh? Got a little difficulty. Alright, but now it's time for the main event. North American Championship on the line as Keith Lee is going to take on Roderick Strong. We see how pissed Keith Lee is, so it's like it's you just know, you had that feeling that this is going to be Keith Lee's time. Roderick Strong is in there, and like I said, they have good chemistry in the matchup. Roderick Strong at one point gives Keith Lee a backdrop from the top rope. Very scary when he's that big, but yeah, he does that. But then when Keith Lee gets in like limitless mode, or some will call it, he goes in the ring, and you see all Undisputed Era come out. So he's attacking them, he makes sure they're all down, and then Roderick Strong is getting up, and you see it happening. He runs to pounce Roderick Strong. Now Roderick, he's up in the air, but like his leg get caught on the rope, and it just like slings him.
He didn't get high enough.
He didn't get high enough, and then his leg caught on the rope, and just like flips it forward, And cause I know they were trying to go for that, like he cleared the ropes and they catch him, but it kind of flipped it for him, almost like broke his neck. The way
yeah, it's like he tried to do it how Adam Cole did it. Like Adam Cole flew, but Adam Cole was like already kind of like in that motion, and Keith Lee just pushed him. While Ryder tried to do that, and he ain't getting enough bounce, so he just kind of like flipped over the ropes.
It still looked pretty brutal. It still looked pretty brutal, and then
so it's kind of funny though, because instead of taking all of them, he kind of just took two, and Adam Cole was just standing there like, what? So I guess all of them supposed to be taken out instead of just
exactly. So he takes out the Undisputed Era, and then he hits the jackhammer on Roderick Strong and becomes the new North American champion. And so Keith Lee got also some gold on there, so I was happy for Keith Lee for that one. And then after Keith Lee leaves, here comes Imperium with the stare down, and it's like, we about to do this. And a brawl between Imperium and Undisputed Era happens.
So I don't know about you, but I had to go back and watch this. So I recorded it. My recording ended like as soon as Keith Lee won, it ended. So I ain't see nothing after until I went on the internet.
Oh, you ain't see the chop heard around the world?
I saw it, but I'm saying like initially I didn't see it until like I thought it was like, I seen it on like Instagram or something. I thought it was like how they do off the air footage. I thought that's what it was. It was like, no, this is on the episode.
No, yeah. Walter chops the hell out of Adam Cole as he just like bounces, and I was like, ooh,
sound like a gunshot. It's like Chuck Norris is on someone scoping somebody.
Exactly. So. That was fun. I used to love the Chuck Norris videos. They'd be like him sniper or somebody, it'd be like a funny video of somebody falling.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Pow. So can I guess what I think Keith Lee is gonna do battle with Dominik Dijakovic for that championship. You think so? Or you think they put it behind him?
I think they probably put it behind. I think they're gonna give him a more bigger opponent, but because I think Velveteen Dream wants his belt back.
I mean, look,
I just don't know when Dream was coming back.
Oh my God, I mapped it out so well. Because before he got hurt, I was like, okay, when he fights Roderick in this match, Adam Cole is gonna be the one that cost him for the belt, and he's gonna lose. So instead of going like he got injured, so we couldn't even see it.
I mean, you're right. So I mean, it all depends. Maybe Velveteen Dream will come back and face Cena at Mania. Who knows?
Maybe. I was really hoping for him to come back at the. All right, whatever. We'll talk. Yeah. We'll get it.
So now we're gonna talk about AEW side. AEW Dynamite. Off the Chris Jericho's Rockin' Wrestling Ranger at Sea Part 2. The ship of Jericho. So this whole episode is on the ship. And
yes, it is.
And you can tell because they didn't think about that pyro and how it blew back on a lot of people. Yeah. Because that air was out there.
They should have just had the smoke or nothing at all.
Exactly. I was like, woo, yeah, no, you don't need to do the pyro. So our first match is for the AEW World Tag Team Championship because you kiss off AEW without a tag team match player.
Tag team match.
SCU, Frank Kazarian and Scorpio Sky takes on Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. So good matchup by these two teams here. I knew it was time for Hangman and Kenny Omega to win the belts here. I didn't really like how the finish went because they had the level ramp, and then they had Frankie Kazarian on the outside, and he gets a buckshot clothesline on the outside, and then Adam Page comes back in and gets another buckshot clothesline to Scorpio Sky, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I know what they were going for. Like, they were trying to say, like, Kenny Omega was out, so I had to do it all by myself. And I'm all big and bad. I told y'all I was going to beat y'all by myself, and that's what I did. But it's like the execution wasn't there to me.
Well, you're absolutely right. I was like, they could have done better, but after the match, Adam Page is not even celebrating with Kenny Omega. He's crowd surfing and drinking beer.
What's up beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, so we obviously see, and because the Young Bucks come there to celebrate also, so we obviously see that there's going to be a rift between these two.
Yeah, I just want to skip later into the night though. It's like, Matt and Nick come out, and Kenny's like, "Oh, I thought you guys were gonna win it before I do." As soon as they come out, Hangman kind of puts his head down and just walks away. It's like, I like the way that they kind of foreshadowing it. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how this will go. Next up, we get our women's match. They have the same formula every week. I kind of want them to kind of change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's always a tag team match and a women's match.
It's so weird because it's like we can judge them, but we can't judge them because they kind of still new, but they kind of still should be learning of how to adapt. So it's kind of like a double bout. It's difficult.
It is. Start off, we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, facing.
You gotta say the full name.
Yeah, I did say that, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
I'm saying that's saying like they make sure you say the full name.
Oh yeah,
can't just say Britt Baker.
Yep, facing Hell's Favorite Harriet, Priscilla Kelly. So, we all know who Priscilla Kelly is. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this match sucked.
Yeah.
Britt Baker, I was hype on her when she first came. I'm not on her no more. And then she had an interview talking to Tony Schiavone afterwards, and I think she was
quote-unquote heel turn.
yeah, which was like the most blandest heel turn there was, with her calling out insults Tony Schiavone barely. She talking so soft the wind is making more noise than she is. And then
bro, that's gonna be the gift of like the next couple days. That gift from Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? That's the gift. It's just, I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah, she said the crowd should hate her for being beautiful. She's smart, educated, brilliant, and she's a dentist. I'm like, well,
you know what? You know what she should have did? She said, you know what? Because I'm the best. And that's true. Baby. Something she should have added a baby at the end or something.
Something, but she...
Just to be a douche about it.
But I'm like, but Adam, your girl dry. Okay, I'm just like, I'm not feeling Britt Baker at all.
They already knew that, though.
You're right. But, so now it's a 6-man tag team match, player. We got the Inner Circle, Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz taking on the Jurassic Express. I like how when the pyro came on and Marco Stunt got scared for the pyro because it was blown back on him. That was funny.
Let me tell you about this entrance, though. Oh, my God. The crowd was singing Chris Jericho's entrance theme, and it was awesome.
Yes.
Even when the music cut off, it's like that's the type of wrestling environment I like. Everybody just having a good time.
Exactly, I agree with you. And we want to fucking cruise, baby. Okay, so the match is pretty decent. Of course, Jurassic Express came in there with the hot tag. It took everybody down. Marco Stunt tried to take on Jericho by himself, and he had a nice 450 splash, even though like a little toy falling from the top.
Like a tadpole slash.
And with the 450 though, and Jericho kicks out and hits the Judas Effect elbow on Marco Stunt. And I swear, when Marco Stunt, every time he takes a move, like he's just dead, like roadkill. And
if I'm Luchasaurus, I would be very upset, honestly. Like, Luchasaurus as a singles wrestler is over. Everybody likes him, but he's with Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy. So it's like he obviously gonna be teaming with them, so he can't get no wins because Marco Stunt. Nobody's gonna beat Marco Stunt. Ain't beating nobody. So it's kind of like he's one of the most over, like him and Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin and a couple others that are very over. But he loses every match. I don't think he got one win yet. So that's kind of like, it's like people like him, but they still lose. Gotcha. Or at least like Luchasaurus, yeah.
So moving on, we get Maxwell Jacob Friedman, which I finally got a chance to hear his music, like in effect, and I like it. Going against the bad boy Joey Janela. During the matchup, Joey Janela's who is it that comes out? Kip Sabian and Penelope come out and they begin kissing, and it distracts him, and then MJF he capitalizes So MJF picks up the victory. Then after the victory, which the music I'm starting to love now, tells him to cut his music, and he gets the microphone up, and then he's respond to the promo Cody had where he was, Don Johnson from Miami Vice last week. Where he says that he said, "I'm just a chapter in your book. Well, I'm the last goddamn one."
I like that one.
Yeah, and then so Cody, the American Nightmare, makes his way to the ring, and then MJF is freaking out. So MJF is kind of like taunting him. He said there's a reason there's a warlord isn't here. You can't touch me, can you? No matter what I say, no matter what I do, you can't lay a finger on me. And then he about to give Cody the microphone, but he drops on the mat. I was like, he is a classic heel. I like this shit. He dropped
it and kicked it.
Yeah, he dropped it and kicked it. So, but Cody gets on the microphone, and basically as MJ's going up the ramp, he says, "I can't touch you, but they can." And then it's the Young Bucks super kick party right to MJ. Double super kick to MJF, and then they bring him around to. They have a pool over on the side of the boat, which isn't that some WCW shit? So
hey, look, they knew they was on a cruise. They knew somebody was going in the water. I'm surprised nobody didn't go in the water at Bash at the Beach. They knew
exactly
water was going to happen.
Somebody's going to get that water spot. As MJF, as they just tossed him out over and right to the pool, such a soft landing, and it was a good sight. Like I said, we ain't seen that since WCW, so I like the whole throwing of the pool thing. Tony Schiavone is on deck with Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, talking about the title victory. Them glow a little bit, but Hangman Page is not basically all the way forward, and there was some Page made the line to the Young Bucks saying, "I'm surprised we won these titles before you guys did."
Yeah.
So
I kind of like the way that they kind of slowing this turn out.
Exactly. The question is, I just hope they don't stick with the Dark Order.
Nah, I've been hearing other people for the Dark Order.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been hearing maybe oh my God, what's his name? Brody Lee, aka Luke Harper.
It should be. Did he sign with AEW?
Not yet, but I've been hearing about him. Maybe I've been hearing about Matt Hardy too, because his contract's coming up, and he's not thinking about re-signing.
Yeah,
so maybe he'll be broken with the army, have a broken army or something.
Oh, come on, man! You could just. So, main event is for number contenders match is Pac facing Jon Moxley. Good matchup by these two. This match actually goes all over the ship.
Yeah, which is good. Especially with Moxley's character, I'm a brawler.
Yeah, and I like just seeing the aspect of an actual ship. They fighting on an actual ship.
Yeah.
And then they got the ship stairs and stuff like that. Like, I haven't been on a boat or a ship since my whale watch trip. And like I said, and then even then, I enjoyed it then. But I'm just saying, but still, I just like that aspect of it. Huh?
If it was Darby Allin, he would have jumped from the top of the stairs to the pool or something.
He would have. Coffin drop and probably missed. Probably would have missed the purpose. Mox played DT for a near fall, and then they was both exhausted, and then he hits a paradigm shift on him again, and then cleanly Moxley picks up the win over Pac.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
After the matchup, right now he is now Jon Moxley has become number one contender for Jericho's championship at Revolution on February 29th. I mean, we gotta wait a whole another month for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they do the NXT style for a year.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not mad at that though, because you don't want to oversaturate the product, just especially when you're new. But that was AEW for this week. So, which one gets the victory for you this Wednesday? Is it NXT with the victory from Keith Lee in the North American Championship, or is it the Jericho Rockin' Lee Cruise?
I'll give it. You know what? I'll give it to NXT this week.
Really? Okay.
Because the tag team match was good, and the ending match was good, but the middle was like, yeah, I ain't really like it. Like the Britt Breaker thing was like, yeah, not really my
cringe
thing.
At best.
And the Joey Janela thing wasn't really my thing. So yeah, I give it to NXT this week.
You know, I was thinking about giving it because once again, I'm trying not to go against our biases here because I like the whole MJF thing with the promo with Kofi. I mean, not Kofi, Cody. I like the main event. I like the tag team match for that also. And the 6-man tag team match was not bad neither. And also it being on a ship, you know, I liked it a lot. NXT on the other hand, Keith Lee did do his thing in that main event. I like the main event. I like the Broserweights match. You know, fuck it, I'm gonna give it to AEW this week.
Alright.
I'm gonna get AEW because I'm sorry. There are certain things that old. You know I'm a WCW mark, and them old WCW spring break stuff they used to do on Nitro, where they had the rings.
The pool.
Yeah. It brought back great memories from that because I love when the sets are like that. I mean NXT, I'm still a Full Sail, and like I said, even the middle of NXT, I was like kind of not into neither. So it's like which matches prevail for me. The only thing I got winning from NXT side is the Keith Lee versus Roderick Strong over Pac and Moxley, but I'm still giving it to AEW. So that's our review, guys. So thank you for joining us. Now we're about to take it back to the other guys and close out this podcast, and we'll see you next week for the Wednesday Night War.